Hello everyone. In this video, we will take a brief look at IntelliDetect, a solution developed by Data Curate Technologies to address key issues associated with claims fraud detection and claims fraud workflow process. Of all the departments in an insurance firm, claims department plays a very key and pivotal role, not only because it is closely scrutinized by various regulatory authorities, but also because it's a cost or a loss center for an insurance firm and hence attracts a lot of fraudulent cases. Hence, it is crucial to have a system in place which will not only enable the employees working on claims to look beyond the obviously visible and first level relationships between the different entities associated with the claims, but also to do various activities associated with the claims workflow in an easy to handle user interface and less data intensive platform. Traditional fraud management systems work on rule-based engines as opposed to the usage of AI and machine learning. Due to the lack of AI and self-learning algorithms, there is a large amount of false positives, which in turn results in lots of wasted man hours, adding to the operating costs of the organization. Also, to add to this, it is very difficult to find the collusion and community-based fraud detection with the help of rule-based engines. Hence, it is important that the fraud management and claims investigation workflow need to have an AI-based approach to largely optimize the fraud detection by reducing false positives to a greater degree. This combined with an intuitive graph data-based approach will not only allow for a more visual investigation but also enable the employees to dive deeper into the relations between the different entities, and all this can be done without having the need to have any technical knowledge about the databases and query writing. Our solution IntelliDetect comes equipped with an investigation user interface for alert disposition, a fraud detection engine equipped with AI/ML based collusion and community detection, and advanced investigation capabilities. So the way the overall system works is that at the stage 1, the data is prepared in the required format, data is cleaned, and then this data is fed to the AI/ML based modeling or detection algorithms, which work intuitively in real time, taking inputs from past claims to decide whether or not a particular claim needs to be further investigated. The interface of the solution is fairly simple and it can be provided at different hierarchy levels of the organization. The view you see right now is for an employee of claims department. Similarly, a view will be available for the department head where he will be able to see all the cases under his or her department which are currently under investigation. The hierarchical view allows for consolidated views as we move up and down the hierarchy. The attributes against the claim alerts can be personalized as per the organization's needs, and against each potential fraud alert, you can see that the claim and fraud status is already mentioned. By default, the reason for fraud alert is displayed in the interface to enable the user to use it as a starting point for the investigation and dive further if needed. The person acting on the alert also has the ability to investigate the claim by simply clicking on the claim and then analyzing the different entities associated with the claim. One of the most common causes of fraud alerts against claims is that insured person or agent is trying to raise a claim very close to the expiry date of the policy. So let's say the user clicks on this particular claim, which is already marked as claims within 30 days of expiry. The moment user clicks on the claim, the user is taken to a fresh window where a more detailed view of the claim is presented along with a network relationship graph depicting the various entities and how they are interconnected to each other. In business language, what the user is seeing right now is the level 1 relationship diagram of the claim. It's quite possible that the user is able to simply determine that the claim is fraud from this level of detail, or the user might also need to further investigate the claim, which will be done in the investigation interface. If it is the latter case, the user can switch to the investigation user interface built on Neo4j Bloom. The investigation interface is very user friendly and easy to use. To get the details for a claim, the user simply needs to enter the claim number as a free text, and the level details for the claim are displayed in the form of a network graph. This particular claim example is a very good use case to see the capabilities of the investigation interface. The initial network diagram displayed for the claim will automatically show the most relevant entities associated with the claim. But to go a level deeper for any entity, all the user needs to do is simply right click and select expand. So in this business case, if we expand the policy entity, we can clearly see there is already another claim associated with the policy, and further expanding the newly popped claim node, we can see a pattern here. For both the claims, the claim date is very near to the policy expiry date, as also mentioned in the approval workflow interface. Hence, the user can now be sure that this claim needs to be submitted for approval for further investigation. To do this action with regards to the claim investigation workflow, all the user needs to do is simply click on the action button on the workflow interface and then click on send to the head of claim department for approval. This will trigger an email notification to the corresponding person, and the head of the department can now approve or reject the request directly from his email. If the request is approved, the same gets reflected in the approval workflow in real time. Now that the head of the department has approved the investigation request, the user can once again initiate the next step by hitting the action button in the approval workflow and sending the claim to the investigation department. With every action, email notification will keep on triggering so that all the users know what action they need to perform. The user in the investigation department will see the respective claim in his view of the interface, and from there the user can further investigate if needed, and once satisfied can mark the claim as fraud or non-fraud and put his remarks accordingly. Once done, he can send the report and the same will be updated in the approval workflow. As a next step, user can mark the particular claim as completed, and this will close that particular fraud claim alert case. With the help of IntelliDetect, your organization can easily find isolated as well as organized fraudulent claims in real time, optimize the time taken to investigate frauds by providing network analysis and a visual interface, improve the fraud detection percentage by continuously augmenting the rules using AI and ML, and finally reduce false positives and operational costs associated with the claims investigation. If you are interested in a more detailed demo of our solution IntelliDetect, kindly contact DataCurate at sales@datacurate.ai.